Hello everyone, Espurr here. Now we today have a game on clams, hagglefish. We're watching the wiper. Looking at the comps, your comp does not actually have a lot of paint. This is kind of a weird comp. You have two paint neutral weapons, one paint negative. You're paint positive, but like your kind of paint isn't really gonna be painting your team's feet. It's mainly gonna be painting the enemy team's feet and your feet. We'll see what happens though. Anyways, you're trying to probe for a kill. That's neat and all. Alright, let's see. Now you're trying... What is your plan? I think you're just trying to probe for weaknesses. That's really it. This was really dumb. Why did you do that? You should be dead. That dually should have killed you immediately. Okay, now they killed you. Yeah, that was not a good idea. Whenever you do a flank, you want to make sure that you... One, your team is pushing with you, but I think you're kind of only have one other person in a call with you or something like that. But... you also want to make sure you have a target in mind when you actually do flank. If you flank and you don't have anyone in mind and you don't see anyone as you're setting up for a flank, you're probably not going to kill anyone, and you're probably going to die. Nice throw. Anyways, okay, go mid right now, paint as much as you can. Whenever the enemy's head, whenever you get a wipeout, that is all this paint that you try to get is free and uncontested, so get as much as you can. It's free paint basically, and everyone likes free stuff. Why do you go here? Okay, so you go over here. I should have mentioned the wiper was saying they were having problems. Like, yeah, they got a ton of kills this game. I'm gonna spoil this right now. They got like 23 kills. That's a lot of kills. But they also mentioned that yeah, they got all those kills, but those kills didn't really amount to all too many pushes when they watched back this game. And yeah, if their pushes or anything like that, that would probably explain it. What I want to mention though is if you are trying to push, you want to make sure, yeah, flank and all that stuff, but you also want to make sure that someone is going through the normal routes. You can't have your entire team go up that wall. That's unrealistic. They're just going to get shot if they do. So going through the ramp is the better option if you can, because if you go through that ramp, you're covering the route that your team would want to push. Not only that, but since you went over to the left, no one was covering the right, which meant the enemy just pushed and killed your charger. Anyway, someone's here to your left. I don't know how that fight is going. You're kind of looking at the right. You didn't really win the fight. You didn't lose it, so you kind of lost it, but not in a way that really mattered. You didn't die, basically. Anyways, what are you trying to do? I don't think you know what you're trying to do. You're really just probing for weaknesses, it really seems. But like, all this probing you're doing is making so that the enemy can just run through your team. Your front line is like Swiss cheese right now. Like, I would hate being the charger on this team. When you have a charger on your team, you really need to make sure that the front line is actually solid and stable. If you don't do that, there's nothing preventing the enemy team from just rushing your charger. A charger is only scary if you can't hold, if the enemy team isn't allowing you to hold forward on them. Otherwise, just hold forward on them. Let's see. So you get that kill. Move up here. You try to go for a flank, but it doesn't pan out all too well. Now you're trying to... Yeah, okay. So, I can already tell... I think I said this before already, but I can already tell why your kills aren't really amounting to anything. It's because a lot of your kills aren't actually going into, you know, pushes. When you're actually trying to push, you're actually not really getting all too many kills. Maybe getting like one or two, or no, like one. But a lot of your kills kind of comes from patching up holes that you left from quote unquote abandoning your post. Or not quote unquote, actually abandoning your post. You left, in order to get your one kill, you left an opening in the front line, which the enemy team exploited by pushing it, and then killing someone on your team, or displacing the charger, or something like that. And then you come back, you kill that guy who opened that hole, and that's how you're getting a lot of your kills. You're just patching up the holes that you left. But because that's all you're doing, you're not really getting pushes. Like this entire game, no one's really gotten a real push. Both because you're spending so much effort, like you're leaving all these holes around, and you're also just doing admittedly a pretty good job at patching them. Mainly because you're actually getting kills. Let's see what actually happens though. This ain't good. This ain't good. I don't like this. This is dumb. This is really dumb, and you're probably gonna die. Yeah, you're just dead. This ain't gonna work. Yeah, that not only that take way too long, but you didn't even have to do that. Like you could have just pushed normally. Like why risk it all on some cheese when you can have like a good solid push? Okay, someone's on your left. You don't know where they are. Okay. Alright, so you know there's two to the right. I'd say... I think here you're kind of just information gathering. I'd still say, though, it's not a bad idea to at least be painting if you're trying to gather information. But, it's just a little nitpick. Whatever. You're pretty close to your special. Alright. Alright, I'd say toss your stamp and try to go for a snipe. You should know where the enemy is. They all have balls. You can just... okay, sure. Toss, toss, toss. Oh, that's not good. That's really bad. That's pretty bad. You got him, though? Okay, good. Yeah, you're on the defense so often. No, no, hold it, hold it, hold it. Whatever, sure. Someone's to the right. I was wondering why the charger was looking at there. Do you get him? You get him. That was close. Alright, back to mid. Check the right just in case. Or check the map. Is someone? Not really. Okay. You were at your base for a long time, I want to point out. And I know you were trying to cover like flanks and all that stuff. But every moment you spend like not at the front line is, you know, a moment. Just build a ball. Just build a ball. There you go. Look, I know you're like the flanky whatever thing and all that stuff. Okay, I'm gonna switch to this. Okay. I know you're the flanky whatever stuff and all that. But like you're just flanking way too often. The amount of times you're trying to flank is leaving your front line just completely open. I know your flanks are like, you know, quick. They're really quick, and that's good. That's a step in the right direction when it comes to like long flanks. Long flanks are really bad. And you weren't really doing long flanks. But what I should mention though is if your entire game plan is just to flank, the enemy is going to catch on and they're going to exploit the time that you're spend flanking by like, you know, pushing. And that's exactly what happened here. You got a ton of kills, yeah, but a lot of those kills just came from patching holes that you left open by flanking, really. There's nothing wrong with playing from the front. In fact, playing from the front is fine. And flanking whenever it's advantageous is fine. Well, I think what the normal method of gameplay is you play from the front and all that stuff, and you only really flank whenever you see an opportunity. If you don't see an opportunity from the front, you won't see one from the flank. So then, yeah. There we go. That'll be it for today. See y'all.